A lot of practitioners don't realize they burned out until they start secretly resenting their own schedule. Trust me, guys, I have been there. And I still go there from time to time. But honestly, this happens slowly. It usually starts with good intentions, trying to help people, trying to be accommodating, trying to grow the practice, trying to make the numbers work. So you start squeezing people in, working through lunches, extending hours, saying yes to late appointments, overfilling certain days, answering messages constantly, adjusting your schedule around everybody else. And at first, it feels productive until eventually you wake up one day and realize you built a schedule that your nervous system actually hates. Welcome to Behind the Healing Table. I'm Dr. Ava, mom, healer, acupuncturist, and entrepreneur. And this is where we get real about why good healers struggle and what it actually takes to build a sustainable, respected, holistic practice. Here's the thing. I think this is one of the biggest problems in holistic medicine. A lot of us practitioners build schedules based on fear, guilt, financial anxiety, people pleasing, and over responsibility, not sustainability. So eventually the clinic starts feeling emotionally heavy. And it's not because you don't love your work, because God is at great work. It's because your schedule stopped supporting your humanity. And this becomes especially obvious during summer. Kids are home, life gets less structured, energy changes. You want more flexibility. But many practitioners realize their business has no room for them to actually be human inside it. So let's shift the awareness here. A fully booked schedule does not automatically mean you built a healthy business. But many practitioners are overbooked because they're financially and emotionally anxious. There's a difference here. When your nervous system doesn't trust stability, you compensate by overworking. So we convince ourselves, I'll just fit one more person in. I can push through one more late evening. I'll rest later. I just need to get through this month. And eventually, exhaustion becomes the operating system of the business. Let's correlate this to real life. What does this look like? Well, it can look like dreading certain clinic days, feeling irritated before appointments even begin, secretly hoping for cancellations, emotionally crashing after overbooked days, never having transition time between patients, losing patients more easily, feeling resentful when patients ask for extra accommodation, struggling to fully be present in treatments anymore. And this resentment is usually information. It's not a failure. It's just your nervous system trying to tell you this pace is no longer sustainable. Shucks. That means we'll have to slow down. Here's the reframe. Good practitioners are not supposed to martyr themselves, especially for your business. And I think holistic medicine has normalized practitioner self-abandonment for way too long. Working exhausted, never resting, always being available, pushing through emotional depletion. But eventually the quality of your care suffers too, because practitioners cannot sustainably create regulated healing environments from chronically dysregulated schedules. So instead of asking, how do I fit more people in? Start asking, what kind of schedule allows me to consistently show up well? Look honestly at where your resentment starts, where your energy crashes, which days are overloaded, where boundaries are weak, where emotional labor is excessive, and whether your schedule reflects your actual capacity. Because sustainable clinics are not built by squeezing every possible dollar out of your nervous system. They're built through pacing. Summer exposes very quickly whether your practice supports your life or consumes it. And I just want to take a second here to talk about, I used to go all day with no problem burning myself out. And now my body tells me quickly, and it's just not possible. So that's one of the other hurdles that we as holistic practitioners have to overcome and come to terms with. We've burnt ourselves out over this long period of time, and now our body just cannot tolerate it anymore. So there are a couple of things that we can work on this week. Identify the part of your current schedule you resent most and ask yourself, what boundary is missing here? This is something I am constantly having to do. And then audit your weekly schedule for nervous system recovery. Do you actually have space to reset between giving energy away all day? I have to build that in personally. I hope you found this helpful. Here's a question I want you to sit with this week. So please like, subscribe, and comment below. Did you intentionally build your schedule or slowly become trapped inside it? And trust me, the first time you build it, it's not going to be right, but you got to start somewhere and grow from there. And until next time, stay grounded, keep healing, and build a practice, for God's sake, that supports you as much as you support your patients.